Hi, I'm meteorologist TJ Del Santo looking at a fairly big storm to arrive late tonight. But you know what? Most of this storm is going to be in the form of rain and wind, not necessarily snow. Let's take a look at it. Hour by hour forecast. We'll actually start with snow toward midnight, maybe even down toward the south coast. But most of the accumulating snow will occur north and west of Providence. I'll show you that in a little bit as far as accumulations go. But rain takes over by 6 a.m. Rain could become heavy at times, maybe even some thunderstorms, along with some very strong winds first thing tomorrow morning around dawn. Rain could be falling heavily at times, kind of a windswept rain for a little while. Pretty stormy start to our Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Here we are at noontime looking at maybe some breaks in the clouds, maybe a leftover shower, and then the afternoon tomorrow does look like it'll be mostly dry, although they're indicating maybe a couple of flurries in there. How much snow are we talking about? Through tonight and into tomorrow morning, generally a coating, perhaps up to 2 inches up there in Pasco. But you know what? That rain comes in pretty quickly, so we're looking at more in the way of slush up there in the northwestern corner of the state by dawn. How much rain are we talking about by the time it's all said and done? Maybe an inch, perhaps up to an inch and a quarter in some spots. So that's something that we'll be monitoring as well. Let's talk winds now. Some of the strongest winds will be down near the south coast. Gusts to 65 miles an hour westerly out to Block Island, Narragansett, Newport, Little Compton, even into New Bedford, Cape Cod, the islands, all could be looking at some wind gusts to 65 miles an hour. Even inland could be looking at gusts 45 to 50. So we could be looking at some power outages, but the best chance for that would be down along the south shore. Let's time out the winds. This is for Providence. Notice the strongest of the winds here as far as gusts go, right in this area here. Between 3 a.m. until about 10 a.m. or so, looking at some gusts approaching 50 miles an hour. That is for Providence. This is Newport now, looking at some wind gusts of 40 to 50, perhaps 55 miles an hour, centered right around 6 a.m., and then maybe gusting to 40 miles an hour, even as late as 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. So we do have a high wind warning for southern Rhode Island and Massachusetts, southeasterly winds gusting up to 65 miles an hour. Wind advisory elsewhere. Could be looking at some strong wind gusts as far north and west as Burrillville. For tonight, cloudy through 10 o'clock. Light snow develops toward midnight. Rain and wind take over through the late night and into tomorrow morning. Again, the worst of the wind and rain probably would be right around 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Monday breaks down like this, starting off with that rain and wind, tapering off to showers, cloudy and still kind of gusty through the rest of the afternoon, with temperatures tomorrow a little milder than the past few days, with highs in the mid-40s. Be sure to stay tuned to 12 News for any updates on this storm.